This is the Intellitronix Jeep digital gauge cluster. And so this is what it looks like straight out of the box. The electronics are beautiful. The manufacturing of the circuit board is just absolutely gorgeous, top-notch quality. I mean, wow. You know, what can you say about it? It's really beautiful, and I kind of hate to cover it up. One thing that there are a couple of issues with this. Once you get it out of the box, there's really no good installation instructions on this. So I had to think of a number of things. I guess the first thing is these little plastic things that cover the lights were used to be in the back, so I pulled those out. And because those, there's a hole I had to kind of make in there, because the holes for the circuit board basically go right through where that used to go. I also made a hole in the back of this for all the wires, and I used a 1/2-inch grommet in the back. The 1/2-inch refers to the inside diameter of the hole, not the hole size that you have to make for the grommet. And so I taped up all the wires. I have them going to this connector, which has as many as 14 pins. That came out of a mid to late 90s Chrysler minivan. It's in the back. It's very easy to get to. It's behind the jack cover. And so I have all those wires going right to those pins, just like that. It's actually pretty easy to do. So you have to pull that tab out, and well, then you can pull the connector apart, and then to get that blue thing in there out, I just took a little electrical screwdriver, put it in the back here, and pushed that out. Once that comes out, then you have to use an Exolite screwdriver to pull up these tabs, and then the wires can just go straight out. And so then I just soldered I took a little Dremel tool and grinded down the little crimps, and then pulled the original wires out and stripped a little section back and soldered the wires to the little metal connectors, inserted all of them, and so that's how I have that on there. And I have this little button coming out too. Now, another problem with this was how exactly do you mount the circuit board in there. So you get this little thing and some of these. I don't know how. I mean, I guess this is supposed to go in here somehow, some way. Maybe it goes across like this. I guess so. It was kind of weird. So I didn't do that. And, you know, what I ended up doing was making a piece of sheet metal like this. So that goes inside of here. Goes across the back like that. And then I use these standoffs, 3/4 inch standoffs. They'll go in there. Now, one of the other problems that I encountered with this was specifically on this hole size right here. It's super, super close to this little electrical component. And the normal screws that you get will touch that thing. So I had to get another screw with a smaller head diameter for that. Another problem with this is that for the assembly for the gauge cover is you have a black piece like this. Then you have your lens that has to go over there. There's a rubber piece that goes on, and then this goes on. You have to pry up the flanges on the bottom of that. But kind of the problem with this is the inside diameter of that. Because when you put this on here, it's going to block some of the things. It's going to block the temp, the fuel, the 4x4, the brake, and it's going to be very close to those turn signal lights. So I took, mine just happened to have two that were in one, and I enlarged the inside diameter of this ring, so it allows, it's a little bit better. You know, it gives a little bit more room so you can see the temp and fuel, brake and turn signals, all of that stuff. So this is just part one. Later on I'll have this installed and show that later.